This is Dr. D speaking. How are you? Who do we have on the call tonight? I've heard a few of you, but there's about 70 of you on tonight. So, anyone want to say hello? Hello. Hello, Florida. Hello.
Hi, it's Leah.
Hello. It sounds like people who are in warm states while some of us are very cold.
Margie,
Hi, Margie. Congratulations. It might be the bronze, but you're gold to the rest of us. Who else wants to say hello? All right, everybody. So I think we've waited long enough. So goodness, everybody. I'm glad we have 100 spaces for you. We'll see if we need more come next week. Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Karen Deese, and I'm going to host tonight. And this call really is an informal call for you. And it's really by all of the Sunrider customers and distributors who want to share their experiences, their testimonies, and their knowledge base, and hopefully help each other. My background is in the field of, my doctorates are in the field of biology and nutrition and holistic nutrition and everything, and I have been with Sunrider for over 20 years. So a lot of us have used and consumed these products for a long time, very loyal. We've all had many wonderful testimonies, and some of you are brand new. So we welcome you. Guys, I want you to know all questions are good questions and all experiences are good experiences, okay? So star 6 to mute yourselves, and then star 6 again if you want to unmute yourself and speak. For those of you that do not have mute buttons, that's the way to do it, okay? If you are, like a lot of us, home this year with family members, or you're in the car, or you have your dog or your children, you're cooking dinner, go ahead and just mute it until you want to speak. It's fine. I encourage you, cook while you listen. It's all good. All right? And let's get started, okay? So first and foremost, I want to thank Melina and Maureen, I think, helped. Marlene and Richard for all hosting last week. I appreciate that so much. I heard it was spectacular. And as always, it makes such a difference, don't you think, to hear from each other and what your experiences are and how you're using and consuming these foods. And anybody else, guys, who wants to volunteer to ever host or share your experience, shoot me an email or a text. And I would love to bring you on. I think this is how we all learn and we grow. Okay? In case you're wondering, some of you asked, I have been doing these calls now for, my goodness, right, Marlene? For almost 20 years we have been doing these calls. They have been always important, always successful, and this is not a lecture, guys, okay? This is really for you to share your experiences. I am going to start, guys, by sharing what Sunrider is about, and that my background being a doctor in the field of nutrition, a professor, having been in practice for over 20 years and raising 4 children on these products, and also having built a Sunrider business, I can also bring a little bit to the table, just like the rest of you. And so I like to start by sharing a little bit about what Sunrider is about, and then a topic, and then we can kind of go from there, okay? I want to just start by saying a lot of us are very loyal to Sunrider for very concrete reasons. And just as all of you, and this is me speaking as a doctor in the field of nutrition and as a mom, I really want to say this honestly. When we all go food shopping, we've all become people who read labels, or for those of us who now know what Instacart really is about and have food delivered, we all know what reading a label means, and especially when we have children or we are having taken care of parents, right? or those we love in our families, we've learned to say that ingredient is not healthy, or that ingredient is much healthier. When we look at supplements, guys, it's exactly the same way. So just as you are picky about possibly which foods you are choosing to use and consume in your own life, whether you are working out and wanting to build muscle, or you are in some version of recovery, or if you're a new mom, whatever it may be, the reality is that we all want the best quality of our health. And at different times, right, we all seem to go after that with a little bit more vengeance. And when it comes to Sunrider, I always like to say Sunrider is your first food. So it means that Sunrider is a company where all of their supplementation are food grade. And in the industry of supplementation, everything is not food grade. It can be, right? We know this. It can be medicinal. It can be even poisonous. It can be isolated, meaning that they've extracted something out and they're marketing that way. There's a lot of important factors you look at when you're purchasing.
I'm leaving for a while.
Thank you. When you're purchasing a supplement. And so, guys, I'm going to have you start 6, all right? And so what Sunrider has done is they've taken not only the guesswork out for you, but they have answered all of your high-end needs. This is really important. So just as those of us who want to buy the best types of foods, or the best organic, or something freshly grown, freshly picked, Sunrider equates to that in the world of food and supplementation, and also skincare and household products. It's the creme de la creme, right? As my kids say, it's Gucci. So it's important to understand that Sunrider, the reason we're also loyal is because not only is it a great company, but it met the needs. So here are the needs, guys, all right? The needs are very specific. Is it food grade? Meaning, if I picked the best carrot out of the ground that had just grown, and it was, it was fed the best soil, and it was nourished and nurtured, would that be the carrot that I would eat? Yes, of course. With Sunrider took it a step further and said, what if we can spray dry 10 other carrots and keep it all in that food form, spray dry all that nutrition on one carrot and call it a super carrot? What would that one carrot do to the body? Well, there you go. Right there is the beginning, the middle, and the end of what Sunrider is about. Okay? What happens when you concentrate the best possible nutrition and you feed it to the body can do miraculous things. It can repair itself, it can renew itself, and it can do something called regenerate itself. It can make new again. It can turn back the clock and help give you a quality life in your present, but also in your future. It will extend the quality of your future. For me to eat 10 carrots or to tell my children, eat 10 carrots 5 times a day, is not going to happen because they could never consume that bulk. Digestively, we cannot do that. What most people do is they juice it. But unless you're going to drink that immediately, you're going to miss and lack some of that nutrition. They have found a way to concentrate 1 carrot times 10. And every single ingredient in every one of your products, from those you consume, to those you put on your skin, to those you wash your clothes with, have been concentrated the same way with the highest quality ingredient and then concentrated. Therefore, your body, which is the miracle, can do amazing things because we've now given it the right nutrition, right? And we've given it enough of it. So even if I tell you an apple is wonderful, the amount of nutrition you need from the apple is probably 10 times that one apple. So Sunrider did that for you. Second is that not only did they concentrate that one ingredient, but they figured out the right combination that goes and feeds every single one of your systems. The right combination for your digestion, the right combination, right, to build your white blood cells up in your immune system, the right combination to recover and heal your skin from the acne, the right combination so when you wash your clothes, your skin doesn't become irritated or reactive from an allergen. That's because they have, and this is what's important, not only the right combination and not only the best ingredients, but the best people at the top. And those best people, the Chen family, who are medical doctors, right? Pharmacologists, nutritionists, have the education, but also the passion and the expertise to bring to the table what actually feeds the body. See, if I go to the store, I don't know who owns that company when I'm buying it off the shelf. I don't know, right, how those have been grown. Are they still living, or have these products been on the shelf for the past 9 months? The other piece I really want to really put forth is that all of Sunrider foods are alive. And to me, that's the creme de la creme. Because when I say to you, right, or you say to someone else, when you swallow that capsule or you drink that vial or you mix that powder, right, there's life to that that can help your body recover. The question is always, well, is it living food, just like the food that I'm about to eat in my salad? So I'm going to tell you to equate all your Sunrider to all the fresh picked fruits and vegetables from your garden. And I mean fresh picked, not picked and put on a shelf. And because, as I've said before, the vitality in food is important. How alive and active is it? Because how alive and active it is really indicates how we will regenerate from it. Theories are wonderful. I can tell you vitamin C is wonderful, right, for your immune system. But we all know that there are hundreds of vitamin C's on the market. So which one is actually the most alive and active? And which one is in a food-grade form and not in an isolate, meaning that it's been extracted out of the food? Well, Sunrider, even if it says citric C, and your mind says, ooh, that's a vitamin C, it's still in its food-grade form. And when you flip that bottle over and you see words like proprietary blend, I want to remind you that proprietary blend is like the garden outside. It will say things like rose hips. Think of it as if it was just picked from the garden, not a little extract or a little extra. That's your garden. That's where your vitamin C is coming from, those foods. Same with your Caltabs. All right? So, Sunrider has the keys that we all look for in a company. They have the right people at the top that are growing and that are overseeing and with the right education. They have a concept or a philosophy that allows for our bodies to repair, renew, and regenerate. They're concentrating their foods. The foods are in the whole food form, right? And they're in the right combination. Therefore, guys, all you have to do is eat them. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's why, as someone in the field, I'm telling you, they met every single requirement. And for all these years, I get very excited to share with anybody who wants to begin this process and these protocols, because I know what comes next is recovery. Okay? So that is just a little insight from my perspective as someone in the field on what Sunrider is really about and why I get passionate, right, and excited about it. I'm going to jump right into the topic and a few products, and then I'm going to open it up for you all to talk, okay? So, over the past few weeks, as I always see, there is a trend or there is a theme that you all email me about, and this is your email, which is fascinating. A lot of you, we've talked about top joy and ease or top focus when it comes to keeping your mind active, right? Alert. We talked about memory improvement. But there is a theme that isn't just about stress, it's about relaxation. How do you calm the body so that you can repair? So that the body is not constantly in a state of what we call fight or flight, in a state that's in a crisis all the time, or you feel anxious all the time, or your blood pressure is high all the time. And for a lot of you, this is real. And for a lot of new people, guys, this is real. Truthfully, their main concern right now after this year is how do I calm my body back down so that I have energy, but not nervous energy. And I always want to remind you that stress weakens your immune system. It robs you of your energy. It also robs you of your sleep. So I want to just read this to you rather quickly on what relaxation is really about, because I think it's important. Relaxation, guys, is the process of releasing tension and returning the balance of the body and the mind back to balance. This is important since stress is known to contribute to the development of many diseases. One needs an antidote to battle stress. In fact, relaxation might be one of the most essential factors in maintaining your health. Most people only relax when forced to. But if we can kind of think about this one more time, that if relaxation is one of the most essential factors to maintaining our health, we may rethink it. And that stress is clearly known to contribute to much inflammation, many diseases, but also, right, we also know this, depression. So I want you to look, guys, at a few products that I picked. And yes, we have a wonderful new pack that is available that is part of the relaxation pack, but I want to dive into 4 products that I have found over all these years to be really important as you step forward and say, how do I truly help my body when I'm in a state, when I have been in a state for a lot of you all year of heightened anxiety, heightened stress. And some of you will say, that's not me. But hear me on this. It may not be you, but it's a lot of people you know. So I want you to just kind of use this information and apply it, whether it's to you, to family members, or to somebody that may not have crossed your path yet, all right? Because this will help the body recover and get back to where we know stability lies. We're all very focused on building our 5 systems: digestion, circulation, immune, right? Respiratory, endocrine, or our hormones. We're very focused on making sure that we're replacing all our nutrients with our New Plus or our VitaShake. And we're equally as really obsessed, a lot of you, with cleansing. And that our Cali or our Fortune Delight helps the body get rid of all of those toxins. But there's a system that chronically and constantly gets omitted unless we're in stress. I want to teach you about preventing and building this system up as equally as important as you do your immune system, okay? So I want to start with ease, not top joy and ease, just ease. And ease is a product that I know a lot of you use only when you're symptomatic. And with nutrition, guys, it's important to remember our goal is to nourish ourselves and and prevent a situation, not wait for a situation and then just treat it. Ease is a product to be used every day, just as you use Alpha-20C for your immune system. So listen to what Sunrider has to say. And let's just think about this for a minute. Our ease, right? Naturally will soothe. Soothe, it's a good word. And I will say that I have children who are of college age and younger, a few that are younger. All love ease. Love ease. But naturally soothes anxiety, stress of any kind. Okay, so for some people, stress is in their stomach, and right? You've heard of a nervous stomach. For some people, stress is lack of sleep. For some people, stress is a headache. And for other people, stress is just a paralyzing experience where they don't know how to get up and go or move forward. They just feel they're in a chronic state of disarray. But what ease does is it soothes anxiety, stress, sleeplessness, and what it does from the prevention side is it calms the central nervous system. It gives it rest. And here's my favorite word. It rejuvenates the central nervous system. Think about the central nervous system. Those are every single one of your nerve endings. Your nerve endings that if you anyone who's ever been, touched anything like a socket or had a little tinge or a tingle from the electrical socket knows what a nerve ending feels like, or got your finger caught in the door, right? We all know what happens when for those of you that have had shingles, for those of you that have had neuropathy, anytime there is nerve ending damage, we all recognize we need to do something. But what if we are just building our central nervous system up so that our brain can connect to our bodies and we don't always have to live in a state of crisis or stress? It rejuvenates and it gets it ready for you to be the best it can be. It also will alleviate all tension, any tension, whether that's in the back of your neck, whether that's in your forehead, whether that's tension in your stomach, whether that's tension behind your eyes and it feels like you have a tension headache. It relieves all tension. It also relieves muscle spasms in the body. And here's the one that all of you always forget, and it relieves congestion. Because congestion can come from inflammation. And inflammation comes when your central nervous system has not been adequately fed enough. And you start to feel that inflammation, that inflammatory response, whether it's in the sinus cavities, right? In the head, you start to feel swollen in your body. That's congestion. When you start to feel the muscle spasms, all of a sudden, right, the toes twitching, the eyes are twitching, or your body just doesn't feel its best. The muscles are cramping. Ease. The other important part of it is that not only does it build and support reducing inflammation and congestion, but the antioxidants support your immune system. Ease does not make you drowsy. Ease only allows for whatever imbalance is in your central nervous system to balance back out. So if you're in a chronic, constant state of fight or flight or heightened anxiety or constantly in a state of crisis, you will find that, oh my gosh, when I use the ease, I feel like I want to sleep or I'm just relaxed. That's because you've lived in a heightened state. What this is attempting to do is bring you back to normal. It's for everybody. And so I want you to think about the chronic times kids have studied or done homework for hours, right? Or for people who aren't sleeping. Or for those of you that are new moms or you're up all night with your kids. I want you to think about the opposite, which is I just want to build my central nervous system up so that when I'm playing sports or I'm out exercising or I'm taking a walk or I'm just functioning in my day-to-day life, I'm handling my stress better, regardless of what the situation is. I'm recognizing that stress comes, but I don't get the headache. Stress comes, I don't get the stomach ache. Stress comes, I still can go to sleep and I can be a better listener, a better support system, whatever it may be. We all have to feed our central nervous system. I want to also remind you, just as we talk about the musculoskeletal system, and all of you know, your body is made, right? We feed with our joy, the muscles, the bones, the joints. I want you to know you're made up of nerve endings. They're everywhere. And if they are not really in balance, they're, in a sense, shooting fire all different ways, and you're in pain, or you're in crisis, or you're in spasm. Ease works every day, all the time, but our best approach is to feed that system the same way we would our immune system. Sunrider writes, in terms of relaxation, that ease will promote that calmness, and it will allow for the body to find its balance so you're relaxed in all situations. It also states that not only does it help to promote it, but that it's a remedy. And that's an important word, because when we're talking remedy, we're really talking treatment, aren't we? So we have both a preventative approach with ease to relaxation so we can prevent disease, and we can slow progression that has to do with our brains and our minds. Think about that for a minute. The remedy to anxiety, stress, restlessness, and sleeplessness with the ease. But I also want you to think about how ease can leave you feeling fresh and focused. Now, I want to just take it one step further. For all of you who keep emailing me about, I've got a little echo, guys. So if you've got me on speaker, mute it or take me off it. I'm not sure. Somebody's is giving me an echo here. Okay, well, there we go. Thank you. Thank you. I want you to think about how we have become really a world, especially a country, of stress, but also we are wanting to prevent, aren't we? Alzheimer's. We're wanting to prevent the deterioration of our minds. We're wanting to prevent, aren't we, the deterioration of our body, and we want to lift and to regroup and to regenerate for all of us of all ages, so that we're not feeling this constant state of stress. This is your answer. All ages, all the time. Ease. Not just treatment. Prevention. Prevention for all things coming futuristically for the mind, but all things futuristically for the body. And for those of you that are emailing me right now that are asking about neuropathy, and in terms of shingles, which is really adult chickenpox, ease is wonderful. Wonderful. One of the questions that is asked under the facts and questions, and I'm on the product fact sheet here, is really an obvious question. Is it habit forming? And the answer is no. One of the other questions is again, very obvious. Does it contain stimulants? The answer is no. And then the last question, which is really important, can anyone benefit from it? The answer is yes. And their answer is this naturally powerful formula is ideal for anyone who wants to improve their mental clarity, cognitive function, and performance while managing stress at work, school, and in everyday life. And that, guys, is the key statement for ease. That's it right there. That you get to actually be calm and balanced while improving your mental clarity, your cognitive function, your performance, and all things in everyday life that can be stressful without breaking. Okay? 1 to 2 capsules at mealtime. You can use them before bed. You can use them when you wake up. Because they're food, you can eat them as many times as you want. I hope it's giving you a little bit more insight to ease that it's not just when I cannot sleep. The second is a product that I have found a lot of you, again, have misinterpreted as only being a treatment, and that is Cali Night. And you all know I wish it were called Cali Calm. A lot of you use Cali Night only at night when you cannot sleep, and that's it, and then you put it away. So I want you to hear for a minute about how important this is in terms of calming the body down, allowing it to relax so it can renew itself and regenerate. What Sunrider states is that this herbal beverage helps relax your body and mind. That's it. That's what it does. And it can be any time of day or night. It has calming herbs that relax the body and the mind. You can, of course, drink it before bedtime because most people want to relax or they recognize they're not relaxed before they go to sleep. And it does promote a wonderful restful sleep because it helps to relax the body. However, you can use this day or night. And if you use it in the day, it does not put you to sleep. All it does is help you relax. And one of the amazing statements on this product fact sheet that Sunrider states is that you can sip this, right, at night for restful sleep, or sip it during the day to enhance hydration. Did you know that? That your Cali Night is hydrating, and it will ease your tension and melt away your stress. That line right there, I don't know about you, but I would have thought that somebody had just shared that one line with me years ago. Instead of it just helps me to sleep. Because I never really had an issue with sleep. But if you asked me during the day, right, with all the kids or with, forget about COVID, but with all the kids, I would have said, somebody give me something with the tension, right, and the stress, and let me sip on something that'll help ease it and nourish me at the same time and hydrate. Here we go, Cali Night. It's Cali, just as you know that we have other versions of Cali. The main ingredient in here is called passion flower. Passion flower helps the body relax. But I will forever say my favorite line. Sip it during the day to enhance hydration, ease tension, and melt away stress. I feel like I'm at a spa. Thank you. I absolutely will make it during the day. Sunrider writes on here, which I thought, again, is important when you're sharing or when you want information. Just go directly to this product fact sheet. Remember, guys, on every single page that when you're on the website on Sunrider, you will see on the product, it'll say product fact sheet. Just click on it and you can have this information. Under the facts and questions, it does state, does Cali Night cause drowsiness? The answer, no, it does not. What it does, it states, allows you to relax but not to be drowsy. I love this. In fact, many people drink Cali Night throughout the day to help alleviate stress and calm the mind, which in turn enables better focus and clarity. That's important. A lot of times we are stressed during the day and we don't know what to do. here we go. Drink your Cali nights. A lot of times, for a lot of you, you know you've had a lot of different stress throughout this year. Again, drink Cali night. You'll have the same benefits of all your Cali, but this one relaxes you. And again, do not wait till you have a symptom to relax the body. And as I started with tonight, relaxation, right? It is as important as what you eat, what you think, to balancing your body, to preventing disease and inflammation. We tend in this country to only relax when we're forced to. The last part of this, which I thought was important, you'll see it if you go on to this product fact sheet, is a leaf that's in the ingredient highlights, and it's called camellia. And you'll see it in all versions of Cali, also in the Fortune Delight. And it says, the leaves of this tea plant contain polyphenols as well, right, as other ingredients that are important. However, a relaxing but non-sedating amino acid is in here. And that is what I really want you to take away, that within each one of the whole foods, if we are keeping them in their whole food state, there are components of them that sometimes never get addressed or talked about that make the biggest difference. So, one of the main ingredients within the camellia leaf is an amino acid that allows for you to relax. Personally, I think we all need this. All of it. Don't care who you are or what age you are and how wonderful your day's been. I think everybody would benefit. And if it's not for you, I hope that you'll share it. The last two products will surprise you, but I believe they're equally as important. And they're two products from our actual skincare line. Sometimes it's the aromatherapy, right? It is the actual product that allows for us to inhale an aroma to relax us. And our Candescent, it's called a beauty bar that some of you use. And as I've spoken to a few of you this week, you are not. And I wanted to share this with you because this is what I call the aromatherapy bar for the shower. And although a lot of you love aromatherapy, and our Sunbreeze is the best aromatherapy, this is the one for the shower, and this is the one for your whole body. Sunrider states that the bar acts like a moisturizer. So here are some of the benefits. So hear it from Sunrider's perspective, and I'll just add on. Indulge yourself in the luxury, right, of this beauty bar. It's soapless. That's important because it won't dry your skin. It's a soapless bar that's slightly acidic, and it parallels your natural pH of your skin. So your skin feels cleansed but not dry. And that's very important. So you'll feel soft and moisturized. But here's the key. If you scroll down, okay? First, it's cleansing without drying, and it's hydrating, and it's pH balanced. But I want you to look at some of the main ingredients, okay? If you look at the cornstarch that's in it and the castor seed oil and some of the flowers that are in it, you will learn that all of these are designed to invigorate while calming. And what Sunrider writes on here is that the belief is that we should nourish and cleanse the body to reach balance and optimal health. And that your skin, guys, is your largest organ of your body. Not your digestion, not your circulation, your skin. Your skin. And that the skin breathes. As you inhale and you take it into your lungs, did you know your skin breathes and it absorbs nutrients? And just as you use your Cali and your Fortune Delight, It expels waste. Like the rest of our organs, it must be nourished and cleansed. This is why Sunrider doesn't use things like mineral oil or inferior ingredients, because it doesn't want to clog the pores. Instead, it uses herbal extracts and it uses flowers, and what happens is it uses what's called an aromatherapy approach, where you inhale it and your skin inhales it. It invigorates while it cleanses, but it relaxes the body. Okay? So just as we're taking in supplements or we're drinking Kali Night to relax, it's equally as important topically. And for those of you who have ever had eczema, right, or psoriasis, or you've had bumps, right, or you've had inflammation on your skin, you know what it feels like when your skin is unhappy and angry. And you just wish that somebody would just show you something that would help to relax the skin. So as we know that the skin being our largest organ, we have to take care of it and relax it and heal it the same way we are internally. And as I've said many, many times, remember, what you take through your skin goes directly into your bloodstream. So before you start using all sorts of wonderful, fun products, right, from the mall, from all the different outlets and stores and companies, ask yourself, is it food grade? Is it healing? Is it calming and relaxing? And is it regenerative? And if it cannot answer those, guys, don't put it on your skin. And then the last one, for those of you that know me, you know I love all these kind of products. It will make you chuckle and surprise you, but I think it's equally as important. We have now the Candescent Beauty Bar, the Candescent Gentle Hair and Body Wash. It will say for kids. Trust me, it's not just for kids. It's for all of us. And especially for anybody that has irritated skin, sensitive skin. This is wonderful. Sunrider states right at the very beginning, right? Even though it's saying keeping your kids clean and fresh can be a challenge, what this product really does, if you listen to the ingredients, is that it's very similar to your beauty bar, but it has a little bit more calming approach. And so the ingredients, aloe vera gel, okay? The leaves of the plant contain a lot of rich vitamins, and what this really does is it nourishes, but it soothes the skin. The tea tree leaf oil, I'm reading right from here, and I'm going to use the same word, a soothing essential oil, just as we talked about before with aromatherapy, a soothing essential oil, right? Which is also a natural antiseptic for healing, right? It'll keep the skin clean and the hair follicles clean. The oat kernel protein, again, helps calm, and they're going to use the same word again, soothe and soften the skin. It becomes important as you're looking at Sunrider not to box it in and say, well, if it says, for children, or if it says for sleep, doesn't apply to me. Read through it. I promise you, sometimes we have secondary meanings behind these products that make a bigger difference. So I want you all to think about, how am I relaxing my body? How am I helping? I know I'm doing all the right things for the immune system or the upper respiratory system. How am I really relaxing it and bringing it back to health, both internally and externally? And I'm going to end by really just kind of reading this one thing that Sunrider wrote that I love. And Sunrider wrote that, why is Candescent, and this is just for this product, the gentle hair and body wash, preferable to a bar of soap? Not the beauty bar, but a different bar of soap. and regular shampoo that you would find anywhere else. And what Sunrider states, and I'm just going to paraphrase here, is that many commercially available soaps dry the skin and they remove the moisture and at the same time irritate the skin. It's really important to know. So for everybody, regardless of your age, calm and relax your skin and watch what happens with that aromatherapy in the bath, in the shower. You will notice that you feel calmer, more relaxed, but so will your skin as an organ. Then take a look at, am I really nourishing my central nervous system? So I am preventing and prolonging the benefit, right, of my nerves, so that regardless of whether I'm in cognitive function, or this is, right, think about it for a minute. Your cognitive, think about your daily activity, stressful events, or just school and work. Am I nourishing myself so that I am the best I can be? Am I also using this enough for whatever life has presented to me so that I can recover and regenerate? And am I drinking the Kali Night to relax my body, restore it, hydrate it, relieve some of the tension? Or am I only using it when I can't sleep? Okay, I'm opening it all up to all of you. Comments, questions, experiences, testimonies, go for it.
I have an experience that I had this week, and I think it kind of fits in with tonight's call.
Sure.
But a couple of days ago, I had a lot going on, and I just felt like I need to drink more. And I usually drink 2 packets of the Fortune Delight and 1 Cali a day. So I upped that. I think I drank either 3 or 4 Fortune Delights and another Cali. And the next day, after I showered and I was putting some oil on my skin, I thought, oh, my arms really feel softer, my skin feels softer. And then when I rubbed it on my heels, you know how they get dry in the winter? And it was like they weren't dry, like they had been. And
wow. So do you feel like internally?
Yes. I think that was the hydration. I think I needed to be hydrated. And because I remember when I very first started using drinking Sunrider, which has been 14 years now, and the Fortune Delight, I could tell the difference in my skin. But I think in the winter time, when the air is drier, you know, and the colder temperatures, I think sometimes we need to hydrate more than we usually do. And you don't think of that. But I think that, you know, going along with what you said about the Kali Night, that these products are so hydrating and good for us. And when we're taking the using the other products too, they are concentrated, and we do need to make sure that we are getting enough fluid. And there's, you know, you get it so much more efficiently with the Kali and Fortune Delight than we do with just water.
That's fantastic. I love that. Guys, anyone who knows from winter, right? We have to hydrate more than even before. And that's really a good testimony, especially when you recognize that your heels aren't dry like they can be. That's wonderful to see that difference just from drinking the extra Kali and Fortune. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Yes.
This is Sunshine. My mom has been drinking Kali Night for maybe 7 or 10 nights, and she says that she's no longer waking up with leg cramps. Is it to do with hydration?
I think it's going to be hydration, but also it's probably helping flush out some lactic acid and putting in a whole lot of antioxidants. So I'm guessing it's a combination, and I'm really excited for her because that's really painful in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Oh, yay. Sunshine, tell her good job. And who's trying to jump in? I know someone keeps saying hello.
Karen,
who else wants to say something? Oh, there you go, Lisa. Okay, go ahead.
Hi. I wanted to say regarding the beauty bar, that has been a lifesaver for me. I've been using it for so many years. I could I always reacted to chemicals and all kinds of junk in skincare, and the Beauty Bar has been just phenomenal for me. And one of the things I wanted to say about, well, first of all, I buy 5 at a time because I don't ever want to run out of it. But one of the things that's really great for me is I don't like scent, the smell of things. But this particular scent is so natural and so beautiful that I just love it. It's such a nice gift for a baby shower. I just think that's a lovely thing to give because people use the ivory soap they used to when I was young, and it's not, what our Beauty Bar was, what it is. But the thing that really impressed me about that Beauty Bar, when my son was 16 years old, if he ran out of the Beauty Bar in his shower, he would get out of the shower, come into my shower, take my Beauty Bar, and take it back into his shower. And I would have to go hunt down my bar of soap because he loved it so much. At 16 years old, a guy. So that's how great that soap is. That soap was soap.
I love that. That's hilarious. That's funny because as someone who's been home with all 4 kids this year, and I have a 16-year-old who's constantly leaving the shower for something that's not in there, I am chuckling. That's great. Okay, Lisa's got a really, really, really important point. Anybody who's ever used the Beauty Bar knows when you inhale it, it's almost like smelling Sunbreeze or drinking your Cali. You feel better. You do feel better. And when you use it on your skin, for all of you, I want you to understand it'll be softer, more moisturized, hydrated. I promise you, whatever imbalance is going on, whether it's a baby, a toddler, you guys, for some of you, you are having to come off of some medications that, remember, we detox when our kidneys have done the best they can, right? We detox through our skin. It's our second detoxing organ, although it's our largest organ. And so you'll notice all of a sudden your skin's erupting. You'll notice the amount of recovery that happens from this Beauty Bar. I'm with Lisa. There's nothing that I love better than this Beauty Bar when I get in the shower. I can't even explain it, just like she cannot, but I feel good from it. So I want you all to think about, as you go forward, what am I doing to relax? And that this is not just about sitting quietly and pondering, right, about which Sunrider products I'm going to use and consume today. I want you to actually think of it opposite. What can I do to relax that actually invigorates me? What am I using to relax that actually causes balance, allows my mind to be fresher, allows me to have better coping skills and feel more alive and awake? That's what Sunrider will do with you. It's not going to sedate where you'll sit. It's the reverse. It'll give you everything you need to function optimally, mentally, physically, emotionally, your day and your night. I promise you, look at these not just as treatments. Look at these, please, as daily nourishment, no different than you do NBC or your table food. Add your Ease, your Cali Night in daily, and please put either a Beauty Bar or our new version of the kids' body wash in there. And remember, guys, balance, relaxation will decrease the potential disease, but I promise you it'll reduce your inflammation. Okay, Donna, Marlene, tell us about the rest of the calls tonight. And thank you guys for participating tonight.
Hi, Karen, it's Donna.
Hi, sweetie.
I just wanted to say real quick, too, I know I was going to talk to dating, but I was a Bath and Body, loved it, right? I love fragrance, bought all the bubble bath, shower gels, lotion.
influenza once, and I thought, there's no way, and I bought it. I cannot believe it, right? I'm not kidding.
Right?
So, everybody marked me as a loyal Valley customer.
And I get it because I love all those scents and smells, and so do the kids, and yet it dries the skin out like crazy.
Oh, I was so dry. I couldn't get over it. You know, and it says it has all these amazing things in it, but just one time with the beauty bar, I could see the difference. So I just had that too. That's my testimony. Yay! After this, we have our team call. We'd love to see you guys on it. Sure, we'll have something exciting to talk about. So we're looking forward to it. And we appreciate you guys, all of you. Thank you.
Awesome. And guys, get onto the Rising Stars page on Facebook, and you will see the phone number and also the Zoom link to get right on there. And it's right after this call. Actually, it's right now. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tonight. Wishing you health and well-being all week, and I'll speak with you next week. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.